from class 6th E, roll number 32. My NIRMAAN project is based on aeroponic potato farming. This type of agriculture is planted in neither soil nor water but in the air. It can fit on the seabed or anywhere without proper farming land. They are grown in greenhouses for a particular atmosphere. They are also combined with tissue culture methods. The nutrients added are carefully calculated. The nutrients and the water are given through this booster pump system. These are the roots in the air. Potatoes grow very well with this method. Compared to the other farming methods, aeroponics takes up less cultivation space. Due to this method, 90% of the nutrients and water are saved. Now, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to my school principal and class teacher for giving me this golden opportunity to do this very wonderful and educational project. Thank you.
I am Bhavishya Kumar from grade 6th E. I would like to share my thoughts on agriculture with artificial intelligence. Agriculture is the backbone of every country. Agriculture has taken another step towards artificial intelligence to balance quality with quantity. In this pandemic situation, all are eager to know that whether the food we eat are pure or impure. But maybe in the future we will get new options of careers like agriculture mechanical engineers or something more stuff. But these will make new tools and apps. They will scan the food items that we eat and tell that they are pure or impure. The farmers that work in our fields from day to night, they will get a rest because artificial intelligence will take the responsibility to feed us and even fulfill all our needs. In this project, I have made a highway passing through the village near a farm. Whenever the vehicles move through it, then the turbines near at the regular distance collapse and move, generating electricity. These electricity are stored in the power box of the whole farm. Whenever this gets stored, this goes to the farm and the whole farm gets electricity. With the help of this, we get proper irrigation facilities like water and even light source for harvesting, and even the main thing, electricity. Jai Kisan, Jai Jawan, Jai Hind, thank you.
My name is Ankita Chandrakar and I am from class 60. Today I would like to show my model on a parking lot. Now you might think a parking lot, what's so new about it? But this is not a parking lot that you generally find at your school, society or office. This is a parking lot that shows the cars, the vacant slots available. As you can see, there is a screen here which shows P2 and P6. Well, that is because the slots P2 and P6 are vacant and the rest are occupied. Now you might think, what is the use of showing the vacant slots available at the start? Well, that is because we can simply park our car at the right position without wasting time to search the empty slots. Moreover, there is light to indicate the empty slots. Now after we park the car, the light switches off and that particular slot number disappears from the screen. Well, that is because that particular slot is now occupied. This was my model on a parking lot. I hope you liked it. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. Myself Suhamitra from 60 would like to present my NIRMAAN project on the topic Vistas of Career. As I grow up, I want to become an astronomer and work in the field of astronomy. I also want some new developments and changes. For example, I want a rocket that can launch without fuel. A rocket generates thrust through a chemical explosion as the fuel and the oxidant undergoes violent chemical reaction. As a result, the expanding gases from the explosion are thrown all away and are pushed downwards, which helps the rocket to move and launch. Thus, a rocket generates thrust through a chemical explosion of solid or liquid state of fuel. The research team from Japan has also investigated the viability of such microwave-powered propulsions for real-world applications, and the research about the Journal of Spacecrafts and Rockets also talks about the new technology. You might have heard this, it's microwaves. Microwaves are a type of electromagnetic radiation that are used and are jammed back with energy that can be converted into electricity. This limitation can be overcome by wirelessly transmitting the microwave rays to the rocket. Microwaves can be characterized by 2 points. Firstly, it achieves a high payload ratio. It does not use fuels as well as oxidants, which makes it extremely cheap. And also, the electromagnetic wave generators known as gyrotrons are also reusable and are used in multiple launches. Although microwave rockets are at its early stage, it can still be used and are a superior way to launch rockets. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Kanishka. I am going to show you a career that is a little rare but also very helpful. Yes, it is a pharmaceutical scientist. I am going to show you a technique through which they separate components from one another in order to make medicines. So, the original materials that were used in the experiment were quite difficult to get, so I have substituted them with some materials that are easily available at home. So, I have substituted the chromatic chamber with a glass jar. Instead of the inks, I will be using a black sketch pen. For the solvent, I have used normal water with some liquid sanitizer added in it, which has isopropyl alcohol. We will also need a sheet of paper, some pencils, scale, scissor or cutter and tape. So let's get started. So for the experiment, we will need these 4 things. I have cut out a piece of paper and I've drawn a line above 2 centimeters from the base of the paper, and I have marked a dot from the black sketch pen. We need 2 dots, so I will again mark a dot. Now I will put this solvent inside the chamber. And the liquid should be touching the paper, but it should be below the line. It should be somewhere till here, or this much will also do. Now we will take a pencil and tape the paper to the pencil so that it can easily hang. I've taped the pencil. I've taped the paper and to the pencil. And as you can see, the paper is touching the liquid. Now all we have to do is wait for the ink to rise. Until the ink rises, let me tell you what exactly happens here. So imagine you're painting a scenery and you need a color that is not in your color box, but you know you can make it by adding 2 different colors. So in the black color, it is not just black but also several different colors. So the pharmaceutical scientists separate components from one another like this.
Hello, I'm Advitsi Chauhan, student of class 6th E. I love science and art, and what could be the best combination of both of these than animation? I'll run some simple clips using latest animation software for the traditional hand-drawn animation. Let's take a look at them.
This is a simple bouncing ball animation that demonstrates the concept of gravity. Now, I've added squash and stretch to demonstrate the concept of force with gravity. And this is a progressive bouncing ball animation with squash and stretch. This is a heavy metal ball animation to demonstrate weight of an object. This is an animation demonstrate Newton's laws. And this is a tail animation of a squirrel.
I hope you would have enjoyed watching these clips as much as I did making them. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Akshita Chauhan from 6E. My topic for NIRMAAN exhibition is AI robotics in healthcare. This AI system uses a robot. There are many high paid and promising jobs in this field like AI architect, AI developer, research scientist, data scientist. The features of this robot are: it uses a webcam which is fixed in its eyes, it has fast charging, long lasting battery, and it has its memory stores patient's medical prescription. Now I will demonstrate the working of this system. The robot takes regular rounds in the ward. As the robot approaches the patient, the webcam identifies the patient and its medical prescriptions, and according to the prescription, the patient gets the medicine. This system is helpful in case of contagious diseases where the healthy people also get infected. In emergency, it can even call the medical staff and can help the people and can help in speedy recovery of the patient. Thank you.
Everybody, I'm Alia from grade 60 and today my topic is about Vista careers. I'm going to be focusing on the interior designing part. Now, as you know, in India, the population is rising day by day and the houses are becoming smaller. I have found a solution where you can use the bedroom as a playroom, a bedroom and a living room at the same time. Here, let me show you. Room number 1. Can you see that I have decorated it by putting a lot of cupboards and cabinets? Let me show you. In this first cupboard, you can see that I have put some clothes hanging while there are shoes down. Over here in this cabinet, you can put blankets and other stuff, etc. And here is a cupboard where you store your clothes in. Now the best part, which I'm going to show you now. Here, you can turn the living room into a bedroom by putting your bed down and putting a pillow and going to sleep while there is no space taken, as you can see. See, on the second wall, there's a window which I have put, and you can see that there's a table with a boy sitting and attending his online classes. The last wall, as you can see, I've put a lovely TV stand. Thank you very much for your time.
Pulmonologist. Yes, that's the career I opted for. Doesn't this name sound unfamiliar? Well, don't worry. I am here. Dalmia Singh, grade 6 E student, chosen this topic for NIRMAAN exhibition. A pulmonologist is a doctor who focuses on the lungs and the respiratory A pulmonologist does not have a set surgery, and support is depends upon the condition of the patient. A pulmonologist may need to work over 60 hours per week to manage multiple cases. If you feel any breathing issues, then pulmonologists are always here to help. Consider this as organs of respiratory system. These as lungs, these as the cage, and these as artery veins. Now, let's see whether these lungs are healthy or unhealthy. This was a process of breathing, and we can identify that these lungs are healthy because there was no issue in breathing. I'm so excited for pursuing this as my career.
Hi, my name is Isha Chakshi, a student from class 6 at Dalmia High School, presenting you one of the most demanded profession, AI artificially intelligent doctor. Today, when we fall sick, we go to the doctor. The doctor recommends us to take tests and tests. The report come after many days, and it requires second visit to the doctor. It takes a lot of time. Let me take you to the glimpse of this such devices. They will give the results more accurately. Number 1. History Teller. This is a wonderful device which helps the doctor to get the patient's record. For example, how much food they are getting, what types of food they are eating, how much exercise do they do, how much sleep they are getting. A small chip is inserted in the patient, or a small device is given to the patient to track this activity. This is how the doctor will get the record of the patient. Number 2. Medicine Protector. This is a device which listens to the patient and gives some suggestions. Let me give you a demo. Hey Medicine Protector, I am having vomiting from today morning. I ate pav bhaji yesterday and I am having a bit fever. What should I do? To avoid taking multiple tablets at a time, this new device combines all the tablets contained in one single tablet. Let me show you a demo. These are the tablets. Now it will generate a tablet. One single tablet. See, it has generated a tablet. The next device is Smart Blood Analyzer. To avoid taking lots of blood for a report, this device will take only some drops of blood and will make a report instantly so that the doctors can take the decisions immediately. This is a device. The next device is Smart Diagnosis. This will scan the body of the patient and will generate a 3D model of organs. This will help the doctors too. So, I hope you got a glimpse of what the future doctor will be. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, my name is Amok Agrawal and my topic for NIRMAAN is 3D bioprinting. 3D bioprinting is a form of additive manufacturing that uses cells and other biocompatible materials to print living structures. The objects printed mimic the behavior of natural tissues. This technique uses a digital file for the bioprinters to read. Bioprinter has three major components, that is the hardware, bioink and biomaterials. There are three steps to the bioprinting process. First is pre-bioprinting. This involves creating a digital file for the printer to read. Cells are mixed with bioink. Second is bioprinting. Bioink is loaded into a cartridge and one or multiple pinheads are chosen depending on the structure to be built. Third is post-bioprinting. In this, the structures are cross-linked to become fully stable. Cross-linking is done with the help of UV light or ionic solutions. It has there are three major printers, that is inkjet, laser assisted, extrusion and stereolithography printers. Inkjet printers is used for large scale products. Laser bioprinter prints objects in high resolution. Extrusion printer prints layer by layer. This technique has a range of application areas such as plastic surgery, bone grafts, regenerating skin and tissue, artificial organs, drug development, etc. Bioprinting technique has many advantages, like this technique can fill the wide gap between organ demand and availability. Organs produced are less likely to be rejected for transplantation. It is faster and more precise to print organs rather than building them by hand. This technique has many challenges too, like real organs are much more sophisticated and are hard to make. Systematic function is required to print such hard structures, and there is a lack of 3D model analysis for making tissues and organs. This is a model of bioprinter printing and ear. Thank you.
Hello there, my name is Akshara Mandal from class 6E, and today my topic for NIRMAAN is space farming. Space farming refers to the cultivation of crops for food and other materials in space or on Earth's celestial body. So I have made a model in which astronauts do not need to go to space and plant saplings. So let's see how it's done. This is a rocket which carries satellite to space, and when this rocket crosses the Earth's hemisphere, its part starts to fall off, and finally the satellite is removed. And this satellite continues the next journey. This satellite has a storage which carries the saplings to its destination. The saplings are planted automatically. This is how it's done. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Arna Chaudhary from grade 6C, roll number 21. Today my topic of NIRMAAN exhibition is Career Vista. I have been ever inspired by my father, who is a mechanical engineer. Following his footsteps, my aim in life is to become a mechanical engineer. Mechanical engineering is an evergreen field. This field of engineering is the oldest and broadest of all the engineering fields. B.Tech is a 4-year program in mechanical engineering. Candidates who have completed 10th and 12th with the subjects of physics, chemistry and mathematics from a recognized board are eligible for this course. As a mechanical engineer, you have various career options in the field of oil and gas, software development, energy, marketing, etc. I have always been fascinated by the large plants that has a lot of machineries, piping, automation and complexity involved in it. In the line of my career, I would like to work specially in the field of power generation in mechanical engineering, who design, procure and build the plant with continuous aim of improving the technology. In this direction, different methods of generating power has been explored, like solar power, wind power, atomicity power, etc. Currently in the world, major part of the energy is generated by the hydro and thermal power plant. Today I have made a model of a coal-based thermal power plant to make you understand the principle of its working. My aim further will be to develop a thermal power plant which can run on various fuels and is cost efficient and is non-polluting. The main parts of thermal power plant are the coal system, stack, boiler, steam turbine, generator, cooling tower, substation and grid. The coal from the conveyor is fed into the coal crusher where it is crushed into the powder which is taken to the boiler which has a furnace which burns the coal and generates steam. The cooling tower reuses water. The steam from the steam turbine is taken to the cooling tower which condenses the water. The gases and fumes prepared during the burning of coal is taken from the boiler to the stack which is at a great height, which releases gases and fumes at a great height so that it does not causes harm to any of the human living on ground. The water from here is taken to the boiler where because of the heat, it turns into steam. This steam is taken to the steam turbine which has a fan which rapidly rotates because of the steam. The steam turbine is coupled with a generator. The electrical energy from the generator through the grid is taken to substation. This substation has various electrical devices to regulate and stabilize the electrical energy and produce electricity. The electricity and lights is transferred to our home via the large cables that we see hanging on the road. The electricity lights our homes and runs various appliances. During my career, it will be my continuous aim to find and develop new methods to increase the efficiency of our plant. Thanks!
5, 6, 7 start now.
Good morning, ma'am, teachers and students. Today, my project for NIRMAAN is Safe City. This is a totally original idea. I know there are bunkers, but they have limited resources. This is a place where you can live for a longer time. So, here is a city which is prone to volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, tornadoes, and hurricanes. So, let's get deeper into my safe city. So, this is a glass which is being built by architects and engineers together. This glass can withstand tornadoes, hurricanes, floods and volcanoes. But there are some precautions to take. Even if the glass breaks and volcanoes come through, the water and volcano will mix together to form obsidian. This place would basically have agriculture and livestock rearing while it's not in use, to create funds for building this place and moving this place. This is basically the food and water storage. For electricity, we will be using solar panels. This is a dormitory. This has 3 floors. The first floor consists of 100 rooms. The second floor consists of 50 rooms and half of the space is used for the kitchen. And the third floor again consists of 100 rooms. This is a hospital, basically a first aid camp where if anybody gets hurt can be taken here to get medicines and antibiotics. Thank you.
My name is Ronak Sharma. Today I will explain you about e-waste recycle panel. E-waste is an electronic waste. It is not an ordinary waste as it contains toxic pollutants such as magnesium, lead, chromium, plastic, etc. are harmful for humans as well as for the environment. Today we have utilized sector for the disposal method and also for the extracting of diluted substances such as gold, copper and silver. We shouldn't throw irresponsibly. Because of them, humans are facing lifestyle diseases such as cancer, hypertension and lungs problem. To avoid all these problems, we will use a scientific disposal method which is reduce, reuse and recycle. If all will use this method, we will get so many useful things such as we will get an electronic substance in a lower cost. Now I will explain you about the project. If anyone has to use the e-waste recycle things, they will have to bring to the factories. In the factories, they will bring to the authorized chamber. In the authorized chamber, it will separate and then it will bring to the pre-picking. In the pre-picking, some of the electronic substances will go into the shredding. In the shredding, it will break down into 4 to 10 inches and then it will go to separation. In the separation, it will separate by the categories and then it will, in the output, it will break into more smaller pieces and then it is collected by the factories and like this, by this method, we can save our environment. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. Today I, Bhumi Bajaj, is going to give you all some information about hydroponic farming. Hydroponic farming is done without soil. We skip the soil and we use minerals and waters to grow the plants. In this hydroponic farming, we can grow flowers and crops both. Hydroponic farming is the best way to get fresh foods. By making different channels, we can supply water to the plants. Now, in this project, the things which I have used are cardboard, artificial flowers, 2 pipes and 2 motors and the tray. As I told, hydroponic farming is the best way to grow the plants and also we get fresh foods. And hydroponic farming is not made by pesticides and herbicides. Nowadays, unseasonal rains are going on. To avoid these all, I come up with my new project, which is hydroponic farming. Thank you.
Hello friends, my name is Akshay Mehta from class 60, roll number 19 and my topic is on a flying car. Imagine you have a meeting and you are stuck in the traffic. It takes hour and hour to come across the traffic. I have a solution. You can use a flying car. A flying car is a roadable aircraft which can be converted into both. First as a normal aircraft and second as a personal car. The first ever flying car can reach up to speed by 120 km per hour. Dear friends, do you know who invented the flying car? According to the company which created it, Calvin Gleason gave an idea to create the flying car. It has unique biofuel hybrid powertrain and 2 more types of technology. On a click of a button, the flying car can change into a sports car within 3 minutes. Now let's see some advantages of a flying car. First, it minimizes the traffic pollution. Second, it can travel longer distance in shorter period. Third, it clears the cities for pedestrians and cyclists. It means less fuel is required and distance can be traveled more. For example, this is point A and this is point B. Point A is Bhanda and point B is Mira Road. It takes half an hour by road, and if you take a flying car, it takes just 15 minutes or 15 minutes from Bhanda to Mira Road. Now let's see some disadvantages of a flying car. First, it causes air pollution. Second, it causes noise pollution. Third, it causes water pollution in various of ways by solid waste, land space, energy use and many more. If something gets wrong in the flying car, the passenger sitting in the flying car can fall down with a high number of injuries. Now, friends, do you know what is the price of a flying car in Indian rupees? According to company which is going to launch the flying car, it will start from 3.21 crore and last till 3.41 crore. If you buy a flying car, you don't need a flying license. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is me Katha Kasturi from class 60 and I welcome you all to my NIRMAAN exhibition 2021. The topic of our class is Vistas of Career and I would like to present a career on a cricket team analyst. analyst is a person who performs research and analysis on a particular topic. For example, an industry analyst who performs market research on segments of industries to identify the new trends in business and finance. Basically, most of the cricket team analysts usually use Excel or PowerPoint or Keynote for presentations and analysis. They provide stats of the analysis to the head coach. They also make the analysis of other teams for planning the batting and the bowling. Cricket data analysis requires ball tracking, player shot analysis and field mapping, which also involves other aspects of how the ball is delivered according to its spin, velocity and trajectory. The cricket team analyst of India is C.K.M. Dhananjay, of Australia Daniel Hills, and of England Rupert Lewis. The approximate salary of a cricket team analyst is from 10 lakhs to 11 lakhs. The latest technology used for analyzing cricket data are like spider cameras, bat sensors, ball trackers and sensors on base of the stumps that emit light. And I am going to show you about a Hawkeye camera and its working. This is a Hawkeye camera and this is used to demonstrate each and every ball played by the batsman. The red ones are for 6 runs, the blue ones are the 4s, the green ones are the 3s, the yellow ones are for the 2s and the white one is a single run. And this helps to study the batting pattern of a batsman. I can see an aspiring and bright future of this career. Thank you.
Hello friends, my name is Dhruv Parekh and I am from class 6E. My career is electronic engineers. Electronic engineers make cool gadgets which make our life comfortable and convenient. Such an invention is an air cooler. India is a hot country. Also, most of the people cannot afford air conditioners. So the next best option is an air cooler. Air cooler uses cold chilly water and a big fan which throws tiny droplets which combines with the air and cools down the temperature of the room. Now let's see a working model of an air cooler. This is the water tank which is filled with cold chilly water, and this is the pipe. These two things are the motor and the fan, and this is the electric circuit which connects to the power source. Now let's turn it on and see how it works. Now you can see the moment I turn it on, the fan starts running, and almost in every fan, this fan also pushes the air from behind to front. Now as the air passes through the tip of the pipe, it creates suction in the pipe, and the water and tiny droplets of water comes up through the pipe and gets thrown away by the fan in the air, and which cools down the temperature. So guys, I made a simple model of an air cooler so it can be easy to understand, and I hope you like it. Thank you.
Our topic for NIRMAAN exhibition is Vistas of Career. So my career is at Earthquake Island. Did you all know there have been 965 earthquakes in 2020 alone of the magnitude of 3 or above? States like Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Northeast Kashmir and Gujarat fall in Zone 5. A simple seismograph machine is installed which can give an early warning so a resident can leave the building on time. So here I have made a homemade and pocket-friendly seismograph under 300 rupees. So now I'll show you a demonstration. Now the earthquake will happen. The alarm and the buzzer goes off once there is an earthquake. So now the earthquake has stopped, so it will stop automatically. So I hope you liked my video and also my projects. Bye bye friends.
Good morning everyone. I am Sajid Garodia from class 6E and today I am going to tell you about my NIRMAAN project. Do you know what is a movable house? It is a house that you can take around with you when you are moving or shifting from one place to another. And the idea of taking your house along with you to another place seemed to really fascinate me. So here I present my NIRMAAN project, the moving house. There are a lot of pros and cons. So here are some of the cons of owning a movable house. These houses are smaller in size compared to your ordinary stationary houses. These houses are expensive to make. When you start to make a movable house, you need to invest a lot of money in it. But rather keeping aside the cons, there are a lot of pros too. The pros are these houses are very sustainable. These houses are made for withstanding harsh conditions. These houses are mobile. You can take them around with you. These houses reduce the building time. When you move around, imagine yourself in a scenario where you shifted to another place and now you need to build a house. But if you have a movable house, you can just take your house along with you. So there is no problem. Keeping aside the cons, these houses are very beneficial. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Janet Bilawa and now I am going to say about my career. I want to become a space scientist, so I have created a space shuttle that works with it. First of all, let me explain you all the new parts of it. These four are the emitters of my rocket and these two are the air producers which releases air. I want to say that a little amount of air in the space creates a lot of pressure because there is no air in the space. My shuttle has 40% of fuel and 60% of air. The 40% of fuel is stored in the external tank and the 60% of air is stored in these two boosters and the shuttle. The 40% of air is used to reach the orbit of the Earth. When my shuttle reaches the orbit, the emitters of it send signal to the VAM and the air producers start releasing air and it can easily reach to the Mars. Thank you.
Good afternoon everybody, my name is Shreya Zanzade Patil from standard 6E, my roll number is 6550. Today I am going to talk about career in medicine and my subtopic is ophthalmologist and iris implant surgery. So now what is an ophthalmologist? An ophthalmologist is a medical doctor that specializes in eye and vision care. They are trained to perform eye surgeries, eye tests and diagnose. They also write prescriptions for glasses and contact lenses. So now let's see the most common and rare eye diseases. The most common eye diseases are refractive errors, diabetic retinopathy. Rare eye diseases are Behçet's disease, Behçet's crystalline coloboma. So now why do we have different colored eyes? We have different colored eyes due to the amount of pigment we have in our eyes. This amount of pigment is called melanin. This is the same element that describes our eye color and skin color and also our hair color, and the more we have, the darker. So now let's check which is the most common and rare eye colors. The most common eye color is brown, which occurs in 70 to 79% of people. 8 to 10% have blue eyes, 5% have hazel or amber eyes, 3% have grey eyes, 2% have green eyes, and red and violet colors appear in 1% of the world's population, and less than 1% have heterochromia. So from this we understand that majority of the world's population have brown eyes and the rarest is heterochromia. So what is heterochromia? Heterochromia is when a person's irises are both different colors. There are many types of heterochromia: complete heterochromia, partial heterochromia, and central heterochromia. So now let's talk about iris implant surgery. Iris implant surgery is a procedure to insert a prosthetic iris in iris, which is the colored part of our eye. It is used to treat people with iris defects such as albinism, which is the ocular albinism. So now I'll show how this procedure works. Doctors use a laser to destroy the melanin cells in our eyes, which gives the eye the color. This procedure takes about 20 seconds, and to get the firm eye color, it takes about 2 to 3 weeks. So this is how people get blue eyes. Thank you.
My name is Devanshu and today I am going to show you my NIRMAAN project. My NIRMAAN project is of a filter. My ambition is to become a filter engineer and make this world drink pure water and reduce the diseases like polio and typhoid which are caused by impure water. Now this is the impure water which I am pouring in it. Got the pure water as the result, as you can see. Thank you everyone for listening me. Bye bye.
Hello teachers and my dear friends. My name is Nidhi Moite from class 6E and my roll number is 14. Today I want to explain my careers option. I am very fond of animals and birds. So today I want to share my career's opinion. I have followed with many videos of Steve Irwin's, an animal lover of Australia. I have seen many videos with his animals. After Steve Irwin's death, his children have built a zoo as his memory. Here, I have made my own zoo or a sanctuary. The man has reached the moon. Here, I have made a new technology, which is the jungle's eye. This here is a jungle's eye. It has a camera which shows the 360 view. This is a way it shows how I can keep and take care of the animals. As you all can see, the jungle's view. It has a camera. The camera helps me to keep and take care of the animals. Here, the jungle's eye view helps me that I don't have to interfere with the animals and I can even take care, and it helps the animals with its need. It even helps me to see that if any hunter or any endangered animal is there. Here as you see my pets. This is Sunrise and this is Sunny. I have trained them. I can understand their behavior. Now my bird Sunrise will kiss me. Sunrise, give me a kiss. I am trying to understand my bird's language and develop a language. Sunrise, can you give me a kiss again? Give me a kiss. Sunny, come here, and Sunrise, you follow.
Morning teacher and my dear friend.
My name is Putesh Dilibar. I am in grade 6E. My topic is vertical farming, hydroponic. Farming is challenging and expensive due to shortage of land, quality of soils, weather. Vertical farming is emerging farming technique to address these issues. Vertical farming is the practice of growing crops in vertical stalk layer. It after incorporation control environment agriculture, which aims to optimize plant growth of soilless farming techniques such as hydroponic. Hydroponic is new and innovative technique in vertical farming. It is a method of growing food in water, very nutrient and solution without soil. The basic advantage of this method is that it reduces soil related cultivation problems like soil burn, insect, pest and diseases. The advantage of hydroponic include that ability to increase per area and reduce water usage. Thank you.
Whoever said that sky is the limit does not know about the universe. Good morning all to my teachers and my classmates. Here is Rishikesh presenting you a model of a space station for NIRMAAN exhibition. Our topic is Vistas of Career. I have decided that I am going to be an astronaut. Now let me explain you about my model. This is the satellite that helps us communicating with the astronauts in the outer space, and this is the rocket that launches in the universe. Now, do you all know what is an astronaut is? Let me explain you. An astronaut is a person trained and equipped by the human space flight program to serve as a commander or serve as a crew member in the spaceship. But it is not easy to be an astronaut. We need some qualifications and requirements. That are, he or she must be a citizen of India. Students must have a bachelor degree from a recognized university, college. The degree should be either computer science, engineering, physics, mathematics, chemistry or biology. They must have a aggregate of 65% or CGPA, CPI grading of a minimum of 6.84 on a 10th scale. Now, apart from the eligibility criteria, you must possess skills that determine their chances of becoming an astronaut. Good communication skills, coordination, English language proficiency and speech in one other foreign language will be essential. Multitasking abilities, being patient and calm in emergency situations, observational skills, teamwork, leadership skills, ability to trust. Among many peaks of an astronaut, a good amount of salary is required to them. The pay is determined based on the person's skills, achievements and experience. I am interested more in outer space, so I have chosen my career as an astronaut. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Fiona Chindok and my topic is 3D advertising the future. These are the contents that we will cover. Now let's see why. It shows off the designs of outdoor billboards and websites effectively. It helps to visualize and understand the product better. It makes the decision of sitting home and full touch and feel experience. Now let's know what it is. It is used for video games, special effects in movies, characters and film props also use this, especially billboards, websites, and animation. Who uses 3D models? 3D modelers build 3D characters and environments. They create life-size and real outdoor experiences. They capture 3D paint and textures on film. Skills we need for this: advanced maths and computer skills, creative designing skills, imagination and thinking out of the box, and skills we need. How will we create this? We use softwares like Maya, 3ds, etc. Modelers create models for geologists, architectures, healthcare, etc. What will be the future trends? On-site experience directly to the customer online, customization of products online, virtual reality tours and touch and feel adventure experiences, life-size coding, holograms, printing of products for demos. Now let's see some ideas and demos. This is a small scale version of a 3D billboard. I have added snow and cars for the 3D effect. This is a product of the car with slow driving abilities, and I will show how this car will move on the billboards. These billboards will be put up on the highway. Now let's see how they will look. Advertising model. Customers can use this to interact with the model to explore with the features. Now let's see how it works. Here are some more examples of 3D billboards. Enjoyed this journey of 3D advertising, my future career Vista. Thank you.
I'm Lasya Nirugopal Shetty from 6E, and my NIRMAAN exhibition topic is Vistas of Career. My career is medicine. I choose to medical career. There are many medical career in medicine line. A medicine is a vast field, especially in India. Medical career are available across a multitude of educational and skill levels. Now here are some medical career options such as dentist, nurse, physiotherapy, pharmacist, and pulmonologist. A pulmonologist is a physician who specializes in the respiratory system. In the respiratory system, the main organ is the lung. Lungs are the spongy air-filled organ on either side of the chest. Now here are some parts of the lungs. First we will start from the nose. Here, this is called the nasal cavity. This is called the pharynx. This is called the larynx. This is called the trachea, and this is called the bronchi. And this both are called lungs. Lungs' main function is to help oxygen, on which air we breathe, to enter the red blood cells. Now here is a technology to test how well your lungs are healthy, how much you inhale and exhale properly. It is called spirometer. So this is the spirometer. First we have to attach this pipe to this hole. And now we have to, this is called the mouthpiece, and we have to keep it in our mouth and we have to inhale. We should make sure that the ball should go up, and we have to take a deep breath. this we have to do. Practice it daily, so you may have a day practice this. Thank you.
A cryptocurrency or crypto is a collection of binary data which is designed to work as a medium of exchange. Cryptocurrencies does not exist in physical form like paper money and is typically not issued by central authority as opposed to a central bank digital currency CBDC. When a cryptocurrency is minted or created prior to the issuance or issued by a single issuer, it is as generally considered centralized. Bitcoin, first released as an open source software in 2009, is the first decentralized cryptocurrency. Since the release of Bitcoin, many other cryptocurrencies have been created. Cryptocurrencies stay secure by relying on modern asymmetric encryption methods and secure nature of transactions on a blockchain. The validity of each cryptocurrency's coins is provided by a blockchain. A blockchain is a continuously growing list of records called blocks, which are linked and secured using cryptography. Each block typically contains a hash pointer as a link to a previous block, a timestamp, and a transaction data. By design, blockchains are inherently resistant to the modification of data. Bitcoin mining is the process by which new bitcoins are entered into the circulation. It is also the way that new transactions are confirmed by the network and a critical component of maintenance and development of the blockchain ledger. Mining is performed to use sophisticated hardware that solves an extremely complex computational math problem. The first computer to find the solution to the problem is awarded the next block of bitcoins and the process begins again. Cryptocurrency mining is painstaking, costly and only sporadically rewarding. Nonetheless, mining has a magnetic appeal for many investors interested in cryptocurrency because of the fact miners are rewarded for their work for crypto tokens. Cryptocurrency is mined essentially using a customized PC. It has all the common elements of a PC, CPU, motherboard, RAM and storage. Where things divide from norm is when it comes to the graphics cards. A good mining machine needs a powerful graphics card. You may even use multiple GPUs in the same machine. This is a GPU, also known as a graphics processing unit or a graphics card. It's the GPU that's doing that hard work when it comes to mining cryptocurrency.
Hi everybody, my name is Vivek Dubey. I am from 6th Standard Division E and my roll number is 38. My topic is urban planner. Who is an urban planner? What does an urban planner do? All your doubts will be solved. So, an urban planner is a person who makes a map of big city. So, what the two things that an urban planner should keep in his mind while making the map of the of the big city are: first thing, that all the important amenities like the railway station, airports, offices, universities, school, playground, parks, shops, malls should be present in the local area. The second thing that an urban planner should keep in his mind while making a map of a big city is that it should be pretty looking and all the things should occupy less space. Like nowadays, an urban planner gave an idea that we should make the railways, the metro, the upcoming metro underground. So from South Bombay, the metro is underground. That for the metro occupies so much space. So this idea was a great idea for urban planning. In the future, I am sure that you agree that we will need urban planners in the future to make our city more beautiful. If we want to make our city more beautiful, we should be urban planners. I am sure you agree with all my points. And also, like the drainage system The main thing about the drainage system is that it also occupies more space. So the drainage system nowadays is underground, so that if there is any leak, it goes directly in the ground. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Jia Nikhil Rathod and I am from 6th E, roll number 10, and I am going to be presenting you my 2021 NIRMAAN project, which is urban planning. As we all have learned in the past that windmill is very big, occupies a lot of space and occupies energy, and it costs a lot of money. But it also gives energy to many houses, buildings and factories. My invention is to reduce the size of the windmill and attach it on the rooftop of our houses. This way we can get sufficient energy to our houses, and this way we can move towards the clean green energy. Thank you.
Good morning everybody. My name is Aditya Latta. I am from 6th E, roll number 70. Today my topic is technology and its benefit. Technology is a scientific knowledge which is made to make our work easier. It has reduced the effort required and increased the efficiency that production in other fields. From needles to airplanes, everything is made up of technology. In the historic times, technology has developed, especially the mobile, internet and the printed press, which allowed us to interact freely in a global scale. Technology in the field of traveling has developed, and we can find the routes on maps, weather and beautiful tourist places. Technology in education have developed in online learning, which change our knowledge towards education knowledge. I would like to conclude that the technology has made our life easy and joyful. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. I am Parth Agraman, student of Dalmia High School, studying in class 6, division E. Today I am going to talk about my project based on engineering career related to NIRMAAN exhibition. As you have already witnessed that the whole world is inclined towards digitalization. So I have prepared my project based on digital app. My name of the app is Wipe It Away. Now let's understand how it works. It is very simple and you can also be a part of this by contributing towards the betterment of society. So as you can see in my model, there is a school, hospital and a building along with a BMC office. I have considered waste management department in BMC. You can also see many piles of garbages in my model near roadside and building side. So now let's consider that you are walking on a road and you see a pile of garbage. You just have to open my app. You will see this screen. First you have to click the camera icon, then click a photo of the garbage and upload it. The photo and your location will directly go to the BMC office waste management department, and this is the screen they will see. Once you have uploaded, a ticket will open. When the image is received to the BMC office, they will take action and they will reach to the provided location and wipe the garbage away. Once they have cleaned the area, they will also upload the photo and the open ticket will be converted into closed ticket. This is the way how it will work. It is very simple. By this, we can clean our cities and countries. Clean environment means healthy life. Thank you so much for your undivided attention.
Hello everyone, myself Mishka Paul from grade 16. Today I am going to let you explore the field of digital marketing. What is digital marketing? Digital marketing, also called online marketing, is the promotion of brands to connect with potential customers using internet and other forms of digital communication. Why is it needed? It is important for many reasons. For engagement-based promotions, measurable campaigns, unlike traditional marketing. It is affordable, more result-oriented, unlike traditional marketing. Future of digital marketing. Digital marketing is rising up in the country. The career scope alone in this industry is going to be $160 billion by 2025. How is it done? Digital marketing is done with the help of social media like Facebook, Google Ads, Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat, etc. SEO, search engine optimization. It is an unpaid search tool. SEM, search engine marketing. It is a paid search tool. Through these tools, we can develop analytics. Google and Facebook analytics are used to measure digital campaigns and optimize the strategy of marketing. There are different kinds of measuring parameters based on demographics, giving us the measurement of age, location, gender, sex, etc. CTR values, giving us the measurement of the click rates on the published ads. Impressions, giving us the measurements of ads viewed by the audience. And many more. Based on these information, let's know about the career scope of digital marketing. Career in this field is rising rapidly all across the world. Hiring rates have considerably increased in this field. This is increasing the rate of employment in the country. Well, it is worth considering this field as a great opportunity for job seekers and bright career. Thank you.
Good afternoon, teachers and all my dear friends. My name is Pranay Vishwakarma, studying in class 6E, and today I am here to show my NIRMAAN exhibition theme, that is Vistas of Career. In this, I have chosen engineering that contains a large number of job opportunities and specialties, from which one is naval architecture engineering. In the course of naval architecture engineering relates to design, construction or maintenance of all types of marine vessels like boats, ships, oil and gas tankers, submarines, etc. This is my model of submarine. Now let's know more about submarine. Submarine are marine vessels or ships that can go underwater. Submarine are called subs in short form. Military use submarine to attack on enemy ship during wartime. Indian Navy has the latest technology, diesel, electric and nuclear submarines. This model is of Scorpion class submarine. I have made this model from wood, metal parts, plastic, paint color. Indian Navy has Scorpion attack submarines like INS Kalvari in 2015, INS Khanderi in 2016 and INS Karanj in 2017. Recently, Indian Navy has got a new submarine, INS Vela, in built under Made in India program by Mazgan Dock Shipbuilders Limited, Mumbai. Thank you.